So it's about 4 in the afternoon, like last time, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever it was. And it's time for another travel vlog. I'm gonna be headed over to Sarasota this time, hoping to catch some rays, hoping to catch a couple beaches, a couple sunsets, and I decided to bring you guys along with me. So let's go for the ride. Love y'all, see you in Sarasota. I don't know if you're anything like me, but sometimes I like to go out on walks. Now this path I gotta watch myself a little bit because there's gators running around, and I'm out here in Florida where gators tend to just hang around the sides of paths and they're rather friendly with people. But I sometimes like to go on a walk, whether it's down a path or on the beach, to just sort of reflect. And as we're coming into the new year, I think it's important to reflect on some areas of your life. 2 Corinthians 13 says that we are to reflect and test our faith and see where we are at in the journey. Sometimes we need to come to God. No, forget sometimes, all the time. We need to come to God and examine our lives. Ask Him, as David did in the Psalms, to reveal to us the motives of our hearts. Because as we come into the new year, we want to become, as Christians, more like Christ. And that doesn't happen by your great works and all the awesome stuff you're doing. It comes by obedience and trusting that He has a better way than we do. And so when I go out on these walks and these reflections, I like to think about some areas that maybe I need God in more, that I'm not submitting over to God. And so when I do submit them, then I find freedom that comes through only Him. And in that freedom, I'm able to do new things that God is calling me to, so that all the plans that He has for me are possible. And it's simply by submitting, and it's by reflecting, because we need to reflect so we can become more of a reflection of Him. For those of you that know me, you know that I tend to be a bit of a nomad. I like to travel, little wanderlust, get caught up in a downtown city like New York, where I obviously am all the time, or maybe it's Nashville, or right now, downtown Tampa. Regardless, I just love to get caught up in adventure. You never know where it's gonna take you, and you can't assume that when you go somewhere, even though you might have some plans for things, that your day is gonna go exactly as it's planned. I love this verse in Psalm 84:5 that says, "Blessed are those whose strength is found in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage." Now, this isn't talking about everybody is blessed that likes to go travel a lot. Really what it's talking about is that wherever it is that you go, your hearts are set on the Lord, and that you are willing to follow whatever path that He leads you to. I try to always pray when I'm out on these journeys and try to have God open my eyes to something that He wants me to see. Because you don't always get to be in these places all the time. Sometimes in a new place, it's where you find new ideas and a new way of thinking. So even though it can be a little nerve-wracking, don't be afraid of a little adventure. Never know where it could take you. And don't even be afraid to do it alone. Sometimes being alone is exactly where you need to be to have your minds opened up to what God wants to show you.